Hello everyone. Here I am with another Sigul, Gavioto in Spanish, from Belgium, and he's a good friend and good professional of martial art, and we will do our interviews for martial ways. Do you have something for to say?
This is a nice place for horses. So later we'll have some horses and a cowboy. He doesn't have his hat on, but he's a good cowboy. So stay tuned for horses and cowboys.
Yeah! Hello, Johan. You can say us something about your way, martial art, how you start, how you live this way.
Uh, well, I started like many people when I was little. I think I saw Karate Kid, and after that I was like punching and kicking and jumping on the sofa. So my parents thought we maybe have to do something about his excess energy, and then they found Aikido, which wasn't that much of getting rid of energy, but it was not bad. It was okay. But the teacher he had problems with his back, and so he stopped teaching. So I stopped doing Aikido, and then years later, when I went to study, um, I wanted to sign up for boxing, and I went to a boxing place, and they weren't very friendly. Maybe even more like making fun of me, and I didn't think it would be nice to train with people who make fun of you. So I looked elsewhere, and I found a place where they did Kung Fu, Shaolin Kung Fu. Did that for a number of years, and I liked it a lot. It was tiger and all the things you can expect. A lot of flexibility, speed, forms, some applications, and then later on I got into Chen style Tai Chi. I went to China, trained there for several summers for about 7 years, trained there, competed there, and during that time I also met my teacher for Xingyi and Bagua from Taiwan, started training with him, and I had my school, train myself, train people, and then lately what I like best is Xingyi and Bagua and teaching people how to use it for sports or for real life situations.
Well, Johan, next question is you can tell us one good experience in your way if in this life, one good experience about martial art, what you live. I know we have a lot of good experience, but one you think is one positive for you and for the people can see this interview is good experience.
Yeah, there's several, and there's different things. There's like you learn something, you get better at it. Maybe you don't believe you'll be really good at it, and then you start to get better at it, and that's very satisfying. Then there's the you can compete, and you can have the you get to do a technique clean and nice, or you win something. And then there's the thing, if you teach and you have students who do well, who get medals or trophies, that's also very nice. But there's also a thing like, I'm just going to give one example. I have several, but I had one guy, he came to class after having had a seizure. So he was, one side was completely paralyzed, and when he walked in, it wasn't even walking. He had to be almost carried in by his wife. But he said, I want to learn kung fu, and I said yes. I didn't think about, no, you're not in shape. I said yes, okay, let's go. And so he had one side he could do a bit, and the other just was hanging there. So I tried to use some of the Tai Chi and other Kung Fu stuff, like try to stretch your fingers, then try to shift your weight. And well, he will never be Bruce Lee, but he did get to walking and do some techniques. And then after a couple of months, he could run. the way he could run, he could swim. While in the beginning, I remember that he would always fall down, and everybody would go over and say, "Oh, let me help you up." While I would say, I'm not going to help you unless you ask me to. And he said, "Yeah, that's good." And it took him like several minutes to get up. That was how bad he was. And over time, a year or so, he was able to walk. And then we actually did techniques like throwing techniques. And that guy and other people, that's actually the nicest thing about martial arts. If you can get people from completely screwed mentally, emotionally, physically, and then help them to enjoy life.
Hi, Johan. Now we find another side of the coin. So one bad experience in your martial art way.
Well, again, I'll say there's several, and there's a very obvious one. Like I snapped my knee, basically, had to have surgery. Anterior cruciate ligament was torn, and then meniscus. And so that was for me. I had my school already. I was teaching full time, and then the doctor said that I would probably never do any sport, and certainly not any contact sport anymore. But no, I got over that. But it was like I lost my health. I couldn't train. Maybe I could lose my school and teaching. So that was a very, very bad experience. But I would say for me, it is worse when I did something like that to other people. Like if you train or you compete with somebody and you do a technique, and then all of a sudden you see like, oh, their shoulder popped, or they have another injury, and it will take them months before they're back to training again. And for me, that's like within martial arts, those are the worst experiences.
Now, Johan, the last question is: you can give us one good advice for the martial artist?
Yeah, just train. That's it. Just keep training. If you have talent, you need to train. If you don't have talent, you need to train. And most of the time, people with talent, they will stop doing enough effort, and then the guys with less talent, if they train hard enough, they get to a higher level. So just train. Whenever. If you're feeling down, if you're sick, if you're happy, always just train. That's it.
Well, now the Master Johan Duquet will show us some application with me. So please, Master Johan, don't kill me. Be careful, huh?
Yeah. All right. I said we'll have a cowboy. We'll have horses. Right now there's no horses. There's dogs. But we'll do something related to horses. In Signy we have horses, so we'll do something with horses. But we'll get back later. To start, we'll do something very simple. If like you're going to fight, one thing you can do is obviously you can hit people, but the bad thing is people don't let you do that. They won't let you just hit them in the face. They probably put their arms up and stuff. So one of the tricks you can do is like you try to pin the arm to the body. You can go to this one, you can go to that one, you can stand like this and do it here, you can stand like this and do it here, or you can move out and be a bit safer. You can play with that. You can just do like, try to get this and then do something else, whatever you like. Knees, kicks, punches. You can go this side and then you have this open. You can play around with it. But then sometimes again, people don't let you do it. So then sometimes if I don't get that elbow, there's little tricks you can do. You can go, I go to the face here, and if the arm's there, then you do, okay, now I got it. and you go here again. Most people go like, we do Kung Fu, you cannot have gloves. And we don't have gloves, but you can wear gloves and you can still do this with a glove and then go here. But the idea was, you go here, you bring down, you pin, you can go in. You can do the same thing the other side. You put the hand, you bring it down, you pin, you go there. And then you can combine it with, can you put hand here, and you, no, here, and you play a bit with this type of spiral. Bring in, go, bring in, go, bring in, go. And then when you're tired of pulling away, then you do I step through. And you can do it from this side as well, but for the camera we do it this. And then you combine them. You try to pin, you try to pin, you do this, you pin, or you do this and you do bang. And you can stay here, you can step through, and that's what we would call horse. Boom, horse. And then you can double up, horse, horse, or you can do horse and up. So horses and the cowboys. Okay, so sometimes you want to wrestle.
Wrestle!
Let's wrestle!
Wrestle!
Let's wrestle! Okay, let's wrestle! Wrestle, wrestle!
Wrestle!
Okay. So we wrestle and we want to do something. We want to move this leg out so the body comes forward, and you help pulling this one this way, like here, so, and the other one goes like there. It rolls like a ball. So you do, this one goes here and this one opens, and then you turn, and then after you could go down or other stuff. But you need to prepare it. You cannot just go like, yeah, I'm going, and you're blocked and you'll fall yourself. So you try to say like, yeah, I wrestle low. So you
Wrestle!
go low, and then you go here. So there's a hole here where the dog goes in. And when you have that hole, that's the moment where you go. Yeah, she likes it. I'll do it again. You do it. Let's wrestle.
Wrestle!
Wrestle low. And then you turn and you turn to the camera. Nobody was hurt in this filming.
Oh, y que no!
Okay. Then you say, yeah, well, but maybe people don't stand like this. Some people stand like this. Like in some Southeast Asian countries, like Thailand. And you can do this, but you can do exactly the same here. This one goes there, this one goes here. You can do it here. It's the same. You can do it there, and you can go here. Same. But if you're from that Southeast Asian country, probably you'll do like up and bang. Nobody was hurt in this filming. So you can do all these things here, here, here. You twist, and then you go bang. Or what they also like to do a lot is like, I like to do this, I like to do that. Here, here. And then sometimes he returns the favor. Hey! That's when you do it. So you do like, look, I give you a knee. You give me a knee. Hey! And then you wear like a cowboy. And that was it. 2 cowboys.
Bye bye. Well, now for finish this video, we will play a bit together. We play like a light sparring because we don't have protection.
No gloves, no mouthpiece, so very light.
We prefer normally use gloves and kill ourselves, but now we just find the place, go to technical movement and strategy and play. So I will find my revenge. Capoeira! Yeah! Bueno, chicos, aquí nos despedimos.
Cowboys, dogs, horses.
Yes!